traveler. I don't know why I feel like my PC be like it be like running slow, and my mic be mad low. Even though I got this shit turned all the way up to the max. This whole turned all the way up to the max. Nah, this not turned all the way up, but I think it's gonna pick up like everything. I don't like that, so I cut it like this. But I can't talk no
You would
louder.
be completely useless if you were suddenly dropped into the past. We all like to imagine that with our modern education and knowledge of history, we'd be like Ash from Army of Darkness.
Nah, I'll probably be more. Oh yeah, cause I mean, depends on what like. It depends on all what you could bring with you though. Type. Cause I don't know. I think if like, cause if you go back into like the times before phones with a phone, it should not go have no service. And your bitch ass don't know how to make service or nothing like that. You know, but nah, I don't know actually. I feel like if I were to go back, it depends on the time. I'd be trash though, dead. I'll probably just live a regular damn goddamn life, just knowing what I know, just knowing shit go happen. Like, damn, yeah, 2 years, JFK go catch one, shit like that. I don't know. I don't think I'd be trying to make no crazy shit happen. Oh damn, nah, bro, yo, 2020 Corona, shit, like president, like, nah, I ain't gonna do
Immediately
that.
revolutionizing society, inventing electricity 200 years early, and being hailed as a genius.
I ain't gonna be doing none of that. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm not gonna remember none of that shit. All I know is A squared was B squared, C squared. They gonna be like, damn, they might fuck me off that or some shit like that. PEMDAS, I'll teach nigga PEMDAS real quick, shit.
But the truth is, most of us would be utterly embarrassingly useless. Despite having smartphones in our pockets with access to all human knowledge,
They have
most
no
of us can't actually do much without modern infrastructure. We know things exist, but we don't know how to make them or even how they fundamentally work. So the first reason you'd be useless in the past is the enormous gap between knowing something exists and knowing how to create it. Sure, you know smartphones exist. You might even know they contain transistors, microchips, and lithium batteries.
Nah, I
But
don't
could you
know that.
actually build one from scratch?
Nah, that's the thing. But you could try to, yo, I got this idea, man. Why don't we make a phone? He gonna say, what, bitch? A phone. Yeah, like, yeah, it's like, how do you even explain to them how do you explain to what a phone is to a person who don't know what a phone or a computer is? How do you do that? Yeah, bro, it's this handheld device that you can talk to people on across the world. Like, I don't know. I would be fucked. I wouldn't know how to do it.
Do you know how to extract lithium from the earth? Could you create a microchip without modern manufacturing facilities? Of course not.
No.
I mean, what did Carl Sagan say about baking an apple pie from scratch? You gotta start with creating the universe. Most of our knowledge depends on vast infrastructure that took centuries to develop. We understand things at a consumer level, but not a creator level. This means that while you could tell people about amazing technologies from the future, you couldn't actually help them build any of it. Okay, and then even if we
That's
handwave
true.
the language issue, let's say you speak the language of whatever time period you land in what geographic region, but you'd still be faced with enormous cultural barriers. Modern speech is filled with references, idioms, and concepts that simply wouldn't exist yet.
That's true. Also, like, nigga like me, shit, I fuck around and go back a little bit. I go back a little bit too far. I'm fucked. First day, I'm fried, my nigga. I can't do none. I'm fucked. What's the furthest I could go back? 200 years. I probably can't go back 200 years. Probably like 150. Yeah, I go back further than that. Deep fried, bro. And imagine you going there, you tell a nigga El Rez or something. That.
Imagine trying to explain something being like a broken record to someone who's never seen a record player, or
Exactly.
saying something went viral to someone who doesn't.
Exactly. Like, how could you explain to how could you tell someone about something that they don't, like, they have no clue. You barely got a goddamn clue. Like, you got a phone, but you don't feel me. You put this phone, I don't know, bro. Or like a car. You can kind of a car, a horse, but it's not alive. Or I don't know. Condom. Safe sex. I don't know.
Doesn't understand germ theory. Our entire way of thinking is shaped by modern concepts. We think in terms of electricity, digital information, global communication, frameworks that wouldn't exist in pre-industrial societies. You'd constantly be reaching for metaphors and explanations that make zero sense to your audience.
like, you wouldn't
And
be
that's
able to
before we even
explain
get to social norms. The way we interact with others today would be considered anywhere from bizarre to criminally offensive in most historical periods. Your casual attitude towards authority figures alone might get you imprisoned or worse. Imagine saying R.I.P. Bozo to a fallen monarch in the past. I don't know what would happen to you. The truth is, you wouldn't come off across as a sophisticated time traveler from the future. You'd probably seem like some babbling madman with no practical skills and just bizarre ideas. You know, another thing is that modern humans are remarkably fragile compared to our ancestors.
But the thing is, though, they would have put me in that goddamn middle school, I would be the smartest nigga in there. Niggas asking me, yo, 2 plus 2, 4. Off the rip, 4. 2 divided, you feel me? Like 0 divided by 2, 0. How you know that? Everything divided by 0, 0. How you know that? Smart. I would really be like that in like middle school, high school, bro. Cause they gonna be asking dumbass, bum ass questions and shit like that. I'd really be going stupid. They ask me how many planets it is, bro. I tell them niggas, I don't know off the top of my head, but if I get the count, I know what it is. Earth, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. They don't really consider Pluto a planet, so I'm not gonna consider that bitch a planet either. That shit trash, bro. Mars, Neptune, Saturn, Earth. 8, nigga. Hold on, there's one more. Nah, that's it. 8. It's 8 planets.
We've been protected by modern medicine, sanitation, and food safety standards our entire lives.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They probably don't got soap back there, too. We might fuck around and die of a sickness if we go back. I don't want to go to the past, though. That shit trash. Because them niggas ain't have none, bro. They food mad dirty. They was mad dirty. They was not taking no baths. Niggas not brushing their teeth, washing their hair, putting on lotion, putting nothing, bro. Them niggas was stinking, bro.
If you were dropped into medieval Europe, you'd immediately be exposed to dozens of pathogens your immune system has never encountered. Meanwhile, the locals have been building resistance to these diseases their entire lives. You might be taken out by what they consider a minor seasonal illness. And this works both ways. I mean, you're a walking biohazard to historical populations. You might be carrying microbes that your body handles fine, but could devastate an unexposed population. Think about Columbus and all of them, and even the fall of the Aztecs and the like. Congratulations, you just became a one-person plague vector.
That's hard.
And then there's your physical condition. Unless you're regularly doing physical, intense labor, you're probably not going to be ready for the daily workload of pre-industrial life. Farming, blacksmithing, construction all require significant...
Yeah, they was doing all that for 2 pennies a day. But I remember my grandpa had told me something like that. Cause what was I think I was working at Amazon, bro. And they had a nigga standing 10 hours. Bro, I'm like, yo, I'm about to quit this shit, bro. Cause like, bro, I don't gotta do this, bro. I can find another job that, feel me? I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not standing for no 10 hours. Suck my dick. Bro, this nigga go sit here, look at me dead in my face and tell me he had to stand for 15 hours, no breaks. For minimum wage at the time, which was probably like 7 bones. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. That's you, buddy. I don't know why they be trying to bring up their past. Like, when you complain about your job to older people, they always try to bring up what they had to do back in the day. Yo, gang, we don't gotta live like that. Bitch, I don't gotta stand for no goddamn 15 hours, no breaks, for fucking $7 an hour. Get out of my face, nigga.
Physical strength and endurance that most modern humans just don't have. Even something as basic as walking everywhere would be a shock to a lot of people. People regularly walk 20 plus miles a day when necessary. I mean, how's your endurance looking? You know, even traditionally respected professions like medicine would be severely limited. A modern doctor without antibiotics, anesthesia, imaging technology, or even basic sanitation would be working with one hand tied behind their back. Some of you might be thinking, well, I could teach them about germ theory or basic physics, but would you really explain it well enough to be useful? Most of us understand these concepts at the surface level based on what we...
I think what you should do before you get transported in, you go on your phone, you type in very specific. You gotta have one goal probably in your shit, you know? Because think about it, bro. Wait, I don't know. If you really have no service, Safari still, or you put that bitch in your notes. I ain't gonna lie, you caught, bro. This is what you gotta do, bro. Whatever you gotta choose, like specific thing that you want, you gotta get real detailed. Fuck it. Ask ChatGPT at that point, my nigga. They don't care. They not gonna care. They don't know who the fuck ChatGPT is. You ask her to give you in-depth detail on how to do certain things. Copy that bitch. Put it in your notes. Take your phone. Travel back to the pad. Make sure that bitch on 100%. Boom. Read that shit word for word, bro. You'll be straight. Facts.
Learned in school. But could you derive the mathematical formulas for
Pretty sure if you were to like, hold on, bro. Cause can't she like, you can say like, can you, damn bitch, pop up central. Can you explain, explain to me how to make modern medicine like I can you explain to me how to make modern medicine like I have never heard of it before? Go into even more detail and make it simpler. I bet, damn. But it could be something like these. But you gotta have her make it. You gotta have her like talk to yo ass like you a child though, bro. Or someone born in the 1700s. Yeah. Yeah, then you give them that shit. They got a body like a, you could tell them, think of a body like a farm. Illness like, yeah, I'm telling you, you could do it like that. You copy and paste it, you put it in your notes, bruh. And then you could get that shit. I don't know if that would work though, but that's an idea I got. I think
momentum?
that could work.
Could you explain exactly why hand washing prevents disease transmission at a microbiological level? Let's be honest.
Chat GPT? Them niggas not gonna know.
Most of our
What they
knowledge
gonna say?
is just awareness that something exists and not a very visceral understanding of how or why it works.
That's true. That's true. Like this controller, I know they been work, but I don't know how they been work. I don't know how they made it so when I hold this button, it turns on the PlayStation. I don't know that shit. I don't know why. When I hug, my nigga start walking. I just know that when I hug, he go start walking. It's facts, bro. It's facts. It's facts.
The truth is that most of us would struggle severely if transported to the past. Our knowledge is built on generations of accumulated science and technology that we take for granted. We know that things work, but rarely how they work from first principles. This realization should actually give us more appreciation for human history. Each generation built upon the last, creating the foundation for our modern world, on some Avatar The Last Airbender vibes. No single person, not even a time traveler with a modern education, could replicate centuries of human innovation and discovery alone. The true geniuses were the people who advanced human knowledge without having Google or LLMs to help them. If you found this thought experiment type interesting, hit that subscribe button for more content like this, and let me know in the comments.
Actually,
What specific skill or knowledge do you possess that might actually be useful if you were sent back in time?
I'd be like, yo, like president. I tell all the niggas in there, for me, say I went back to the times that time. I tell all the niggas, yo, bro, y'all not gonna live to see it, but go be a black president. I'm gonna bring a picture of that nigga too. Black president. Show them niggas type shit. They gonna be, I don't know. I feel like that's the least I could do. Let them know, like, you know, shit go change. They probably not gonna be allowed to see that shit, but at least they go know. They gonna die happy. You know, they not gonna die being like, damn, what if, you feel me? Boom. Or I feel like another thing I could tell them. Nah, that's it. I don't really know nothing. Damn, I don't really contribute anything to society.